have a half-game lead, but one of their main men is injured. Hi there, welcome. Lauren Shehadi with you for Fantasy BaseBrawl on CBSSports.com. Well, it is a very good possibility that John Main will be out for the rest of the season because of a bone spur in his right shoulder. The hurler gave up 10 hits, 8 earned, and 5 2/3 on Saturday's loss to the Astros. He's scheduled to start on Friday against the Marlins, but is definitely an injury risk start for Fantasy Week 22. Well, with Main questionable, the Mets need some things to fall their way, but the Phillies are not just going to lay down and die. They pulled out a dramatic 5-2 win in extras over the Dodgers, and in the game, Brad Lidge took the hill for the first time since Tuesday, pitching a scoreless 9th inning. Pretty good. Lidge, although he didn't get the save, is showing that he is healthy and continues to have some of the best numbers among closers in baseball. Well, speaking of closers, Jonathan Broxton was anything but one. Blowing his 7th save of the season Sunday against the Phillies, he's allowed at least 1 run in 4 of his last 7 outings and has 2 losses in his last 4 appearances. He's starting to look uncomfortable on the hill a little bit, yet still he has a lot of potential. But with the Dodgers chasing the D-backs in the NL West, his struggles couldn't come at a worse time. Well, the struggles aren't just limited to Broxton in SoCal. Garrett Anderson's 23-game hit streak for the Halos came to an end on Thursday, and he's had a tough time ever since, going just 1 for 9. Well, because of a sore knee, he only got through 1 inning on Sunday. Gary Matthews replaced him in the lineup. For now, he is considered an injury risk and might take days off to recover his knee. But after that, he could produce for you once again. Well, when he's healthy, he is a great choice. My choice to answer your emails, Eric Mack. He's always a good one, and he joins me next, so don't go far. Welcome back to the show. Lauren Shehadi alongside Eric Mack. E-Mac, this is crunch time. You know what that means.
I have all the right answers.
You have to.
You're going to absolutely win if you listen to what I say.
Perhaps, or else
These
you're
are
fired.
not the droids you're looking for.
They're all correct. Let's get started, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, cutting to the chase. John Anthony, hi Eric. I hope you can help me out with this one. Would you drop B.J. Upton for Denard Span? Upton has been a huge disappointment, so what's your call? I have made the playoffs. Denard Span, hot, consistent.
Consistently hot.
Consistently hot.
Hitting over 300, but even Denard Span running as hot as he is right now, his speed and power cannot match that of B.J. Upton. You drafted B.J. Upton to be your star. He was really disappointed you to this point. He's getting thrown out on balls off the fence, getting thrown out at second. But down the stretch, the Rays are in a pennant race. They sorely need B.J. Upton. He's going to be there for you. He's going to be consistent, and you can't give up all that upside for the hot couple weeks of Denard Span. I know Span has been doing well. He can steal some bases. He can pop some homers, but he can't do it at the rate that B.J. Upton can. And you got to give yourself that chance with the guy you drafted to lead your team. Span's consistent. Upton is your stud, though, right now. Yeah, the speed and power just trumps.
All right, sounds good. Patrick Serta, I'm in a 12-team head-to-head category scoring keeper league. Say that 5 times fast. I'm pretty solid on hitting, but my pitching has been plagued with injuries. I'm considering trading Grady Sizemore or Josh Hamilton for a top-notch pitcher. I was thinking of asking for someone along the lines of Tim Lincecum or Jake Peavy. Who would you offer? What should I expect to get for them?
Well, I don't know if you trade either of those.
Do you trade Josh Hamilton after that big display in the home run derby?
No, I don't think you can. And he's entering his prime at 27, 28 years old. In head-to-head fantasy leagues, an average scoring league, he's going to be right behind Lance Berkman as the #2 overall player right now. And Berkman's much older. Hamilton's in his prime, great ballpark, great lineup around him. He's a guy to keep. And if you're going to trade Hamilton or Sizemore, you got to do it for the best pitcher in fantasy. I still think that's Johan Santana because of his year-in, year-out consistency. Now, Grady Sizemore, he's on pace for perhaps a 40-40 season, and he's going to turn 27 next year. So he, too, is one of the elite players at his position. Now, Lincecum and Peavy are great young arms. They can strike batters out, low ERA, low whip, but they don't have the run support that most top-end pitchers in your fantasy league need. So I don't think you can trust them. I think you stick with the hitters. I don't think you make this trade.
Looking for hitters down the stretch. All right, thanks, E-Mac. Brad Reed out of Chicago. I'm neck and neck in wins in my Roto League, and I'm worried about some of my stud young pitchers on teams that are basically out of contention. I don't want to risk losing starts down the stretch considering my competition has pitchers on teams still in the race, like the Cubs, the Brewers, Rays. When should I worry about my guys getting shut down for the season, E-Mac?
This is the time of year to worry about guys getting shut down, especially young arms. But it's a case-by-case basis. I think Ricky Nolasco can go full go down the stretch for a contending Marlins team that can score a bunch of runs. He had a slow start to the season, so his innings total won't be out of control. Cain reached 200 innings last year. I think they want to stretch him out a little more. He's on pace for like 220 right now. I think 210 is a reasonable number. How do they lop off those 10 innings? I don't think they shut him down a week early or anything. I think just maybe they give him an extra day here and there. Maybe not be a 2-star pitcher. He'll be a 1-star pitcher in each of the weeks down the stretch. And then the third guy there, Jared Jurgens, still hasn't reached 180 innings. I don't think he will. And the Braves have 4 rookies and Mike Hampton an injury risk in the rotation right now. They really don't have room to remove a Jared Jurgens and slot a nobody. So Jurgens has to go down the stretch for the Braves.
Mack, you are not a rookie. You did a great job. I don't think you're fired. That's my final decision. You keep your job?
For now, until someone loses and then blames me for their
We'll see how he did,
loss.
pending.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.